This system is a joke. This is what people need to understand. And this is opening the eyes of a lot of normies today. This is the big news. 100%. This is profound. This has changed the game from here forward. Nothing is the same. And it only gets worse as DEXs and DeFi start growing and growing in complexity and functionality and capabilities. And eventually, these poor bastards, I don't even know what I want to say to them. Wait, there we go.
You must remember, it's hard sometimes to remember.
Yes, it is, Joe. Yes, it is.
And then the third thing is a realization that instead of having idea dinners or, quiet whispered conversations amongst hedge funds in the Hamptons, these kids have the courage to do it transparently in a forum. And I'm not saying all of it is perfect by any means, but I think it takes an enormous amount of faith in the system to be that transparent, to talk about things, and then for each individual to make their own mind up and
exactly.
to do things, whether it's to buy and to sell.
Absolutely brilliant. And he's dead on. Like we've been just sold this lie that, oh no, these markets are too complex for you. You should come and use one of our interpreters and just hand it. Yep, you're just going to hand us over all of your money. We'll manage it. We're the experts here. Our guys, they know. We got it. Just give us all your money. We'll take care of that and make it grow. And you should just trust us because we have your best interests at heart here at Solomon Smith and Barney, here at the Goldman Sachs gang. Now, run along, Muppet. Wait, there we go.
You must remember, it's hard sometimes to remember.
Yes, it is, Joe. Yes, it is.
All right, everybody. Welcome back for another one. And I wanted to start this video off with that clip from Mr. Sam I Am, who does the To the Lifeboats channel. You should definitely check it out. Really focuses on, free thinking, kind of truth-seeking topics. He also does a lot with XRP. Lately, he's been focusing more so on what's called bombing runs, where he examines corruption and politics and so on going around the world right now. Well, specifically in the US, but also globally related. But also, earlier today, he just did a debate with a Bitcoiner. So basically, XRP versus Bitcoin, discussing the consensus mechanisms and the issues with each. So you should definitely check that out as well. He tries to give an unbiased opinion about everything, but at the end, like I said, trying to find the truth, right? What is the truth here? What are the facts? What is the evidence, right? So definitely wanted to give a shout out to him. He does great work, so I wanted to throw that in there. Couple main points he mentions, though, as well. So he mentions that DeFi is coming, right? And that all this corruption in the financial services industry, basically, the DeFi itself is going to get so complex that it's hard for them to regulate it or keep up with it, which I definitely agree with that. We'll see how it all unfolds, but going to get into some DeFi stuff a little more in detail later on as well. So, but just because of that, I kind of question, maybe if all this was planned to begin with, because, right, this is like the problem, reaction, solution. Somebody mentioned this in my comments as well, which I agree. I was thinking the same thing, right? The problem, the financial system's broken. It's corrupt. All right, what's the solution? Well, we have this new system coming out just magically, right? Just in time for all this to be happening. So I don't know. We'll see what comes out of all this. I just find it very peculiar and not a coincidence, in my opinion, that all this is happening all at the same time, right? And, corruption with the elections, we have a problem with our money system, or we have people are getting sick from paper money, right? Now we need digital money. The voting system's broken. Oh, Now we need a blockchain voting system. And now our financial system's corrupt. Now we need a new system, right? It's just, I don't know, too much for it to be a coincidence, in my opinion. But moving on. Another thing he mentions, right? He's talking about how they basically the cronies over there on Wall Street, or the financial advisors per se, they're like, oh, sorry, these markets are really complex. Just hand us over your money and we'll manage it for you. Since I was in the industry, right, I understand. I took all the exams, the Series 7 and so on. As I went through taking those, I just got to learn basically how rigged the system is. Learning about investment banking and how it's all, they go out and they find buyers for the stocks and everything at very low value. And then, people buy and then they send it out into the secondary market, immediately pumps. They make money off of that basically. Oh man, there's just so much variables to the system that I don't agree with, and that's basically why I left, because to be quite honest with you, unless you're working with a guy that's like a family office, somebody who definitely has your best interest in mind, most of these guys are either going to try to sell you insurance, annuities, and then they're going to sell you managed portfolio, which they don't even manage. That's what the 90% of these advisors are going to do. All right. Unless you are a millionaire, billionaire, you're not going to get that direct money management. What they're going to do is they're going to throw your profile into basically a portfolio generator, right? And it's going to say, oh, they need 60-40, or they need 90-10 based on the portfolio balance, right? Being 60% securities, 90% securities, stocks, and then 10% bonds or 40% bonds, right? That's how it works basically, and it's all based on your age and your risk tolerance. That's it. Age, risk tolerance. Okay, how much life do you have left? Cool. You're young. Let's put you in a 90-10. It's as simple as that. And then they go and they find some mutual funds to sell you that fit that description, because the mutual funds pay a commission, right? That's how the lower level guys do it. The top dogs they'll actually put you, if you're wealthy, they'll put you in portfolios that they manage themselves or somebody else manages themselves. And then they'll probably charge you less than 1% a year for management fees. And that's if it's worth their time, right? They're not going to sit there and manage your portfolio all day hands-on for $1,000 a year, right? Little off topic, but I just wanted to throw that in there because it really fits with exactly why I left. I think the future is completely changing. We're going to see things like co-vesting. I've showed you that on my channel before, where basically I can be the trader. I can go in there and have my own fund that I manage, and you can see what returns I'm getting on a daily basis, and you can choose whether or not you want to invest in my fund. Just right on the website. You don't have to meet me personally or anything. It's just co-vesting right on the Prime XBT. So you can go in there and see how I'm performing, and then you can decide to give me your money to invest, and then I think I get 20% of the returns as profit. I think that's how the co-vesting platform works. But I see the future of finance moving to something like that. So I moved to this area, YouTube and so on, because that's how I'm going to try to build my business, rather than the traditional here, roll your 401k or IRA over to me and I'm going to manage all of it and charge you a 1% to 2% fee, which is completely unnecessary to sell you mutual funds. All right, moving on. Speaking of DeFi, right? So GALA Games partners with FLR Networks and Bitrue to incentivize new gamers. All right, so there is yet another token already come into the FLR Networks ecosystem. Keep in mind, FLR isn't even out yet. They already are moving over to Litecoin, Dogecoin, and now this GALA Games. So Bitrue will add a new trading pair, GALA FLR, to the exchange, which I think they already did. Jumping into the details, GALA provides gamers full ownership of in-game assets in the form of non-fungible tokens, or NFTs. So I personally haven't bought any NFT-based crypto yet, which I really need to. As I mentioned on my channel before, I know that this NFT stuff is going to blow up. All right, so the rare art, The video game, I think, is going to be a huge niche for it, being able to transfer items from game to game that not everyone can have, right? You might have that one rare sword, like I always use as the example, that no one can have. Guarantee you there's some wealthy guy out there that'll buy that off you from the market, right? So this will be a thing for sure. But as they say, digital items are verifiably scarce and are not tied to a single platform, allowing for inter-game use and easy transferability. Digital asset marketplaces enable gamers to sell their items, creating opportunities for easy monetization and turning their hobby into a profitable pastime. All right. So they've already been working with the Ethereum-based in-game assets, but they wanted to expand their network, so they're moving over to XRP and the Ripple as well. And obviously, fees, they mentioned as well that fees are extremely high on Ethereum, so it makes this not as attractive. So they want to try out new platforms. So they're coming to XRP with FLR. There you have it. All right, come over to their website. You can, I think they already have a functioning platform where you can sign up and play these games. The one that they show right here is this Town Star, where it is simulated agriculture, I guess. It says it's in beta. So that's one of the games, but I'm sure there will be many more that you can trade your rare assets amongst. Oh, that's pretty cool. And of course, the price of the token is up 100% today just off of this news. I was just thinking, hey, I need to get some of these before it moves. Well, right? Too late for me. I probably wouldn't mind getting in right now at this price. Maybe we'll get a pullback tomorrow, and I might look for an entry then. I don't know. Sometimes it's tough to wait around for pullbacks at points like this because the market cap is still not that high for the direction of where we're going. I think this can definitely add a 0 or 2. Wouldn't be surprised. All right, so this will be another one I'm looking at just because I want to get some NFTs, and I'm also going to continue to add to my pretty much everything that comes to FLR. I'm going to add to my portfolio so long as it looks like something I actually want to have, right? So I'm not too interested in Doge, especially after that pump. But I'm going to talk about that a little later on as well. All right. Not going to do too much news today, but this was major news apparently, right? Elon Musk adds Bitcoin to his Twitter bio, right? And they're talking about he has 43.7 million followers. Come over to his page. Looks like he added a few, because now he has 44.1. As you can see there, he still has it in his bio. Bitcoin, right? And then also his cryptic tweet they talk about here, wondering what is he saying. In retrospect, it was inevitable. Maybe he's referring to the development of crypto or the revolution against the corruption in finance, maybe both. Like I said, it seems like everything is kind of all coming together, right? All at once, almost too consistent to be a coincidence. Well, we will see. And if you don't believe in technical analysis, well, here once again, I'm going to show you you're wrong. What did I say? Literally yesterday, I said our next move up would be upwards in Bitcoin. It's going to break out to 38,000. That is exactly what happened. And my reasoning for that was just because I pulled this pattern, which has been extremely consistent, the breakout from 2009, playing out almost identical, right? You can just lay that over. It's perfect, right? So if it continues like this, see some downwards action from here and consolidation, right? See what happens, but how do you explain that other than it's just a pattern playing out in the chart? You can find them all over the place, especially in crypto. All right, the Doge. Now, this is one that I got completely wrong. As I mentioned, 6 days ago, I sold at about 0.8 of a penny. Yesterday, it ran up all the way to 80 cents. It was only about $400 worth of Doge that I had, $450, so I lost out on probably $4,000 if I would have sold the exact top. But like I said, you can't win them all. And, I used the money to fund other things that I'm either investing in or, just paying my bills as I move along. So I'll be the first one to admit when I lost out. I'm not going to sit here and lie and tell you only my winners. Nope, not what I'm about. So last but not least, stay tuned. I am going to be creating a Udemy course where I teach technical analysis. I was looking through a lot of these. Most of these guys seem to be charging like $100 to $140 for their courses. I'm going to make mine priced a lot less than that. And I'm going to go through literally step by step, intro level. I'm going to make 3 courses, like it, intro, intermediate, and advanced, right? So, this might take a year and a half for me to completely roll out as I put it together, because I'm actually going to make it a good course. So stay tuned if you're interested in learning technical analysis. I'm going to be adding to this as I move along. All right. Hope that was informative. As always, please like and subscribe, share with your friends and family, and stay tuned for the next one. Thanks.
What is a cashless society? What does it actually mean in a literal or high-level sense?
Money will become like these, relics of a different age, and will only be found in places like this. In other words, hard cash will disappear. It will become electronic, transferred by things like these.
Then Tracy is in Beijing to show us what a nearly cashless society actually looks like. Ben, good morning.
Mobile payment transactions in China reached a cumulative total of 277.4 trillion RMB in 2018, ranking #1 in the world, according to the recently released statistical report on internet development in China. As of June 2019, online payment users in the country reached 633 million. The cashless society is now approaching.
When's the last time you paid with cash? Well, chances are cash has taken a backseat to the plastic in your wallet and smartphone pay apps.
Denver 7's Ryan Luby explains the digital pay revolution and why not everyone is on board.
The cashless society, the cashless society.
The cashless society.
The cashless society is now approaching.
The cashless society.